Good morning, students. So, today officially we will start our lesson motion. Okay. Now, in everyday life, we see some objects are at rest and some others are moving. So, again, the two things comes in your mind. The first one is rest and one is moving. Okay. So, what is rest? So, first the concept come in our mind. What is the definition of rest? So, rest means the other word for the rest is stationary. Both are having the same meaning. Means if physics language we can say that these two words they are having the same meaning. So, what is rest or stationary? Rest position means if the object doesn't change its position with respect to the reference point. Now here the new word again come here, a reference point. If the object is not changing its position with respect to the reference point, or that particular object is known as rest position. And what is moving? If the object is changing its position with respect to this reference point, then we are saying the object is in the motion. So what is reference point? So after that we will see. Now first see the example of rest position. In your daily life you are observing so many examples of this rest position. So in our room now where you are sitting, you can see the chair is in the rest position, the table is in the rest position, the cupboard is in the rest position. Simply you are sitting on your sofa, so your body is also in the rest position if you are not doing the motion. So in this way, if your body or if anything doesn't change its position with respect to the surrounding or with respect to the reference point, then we can say that particular objects are in motion, rest position. Okay. Now, what is motion? Motion means the moving position. So, if the object changes its position with respect to the reference point or with respect to the surrounding, then we are saying that particular objects are set into the motion. So, what are the examples of motion? We can say a fast runner up moving on the road, a fast car moving on the road, bullet fired from a gun, the birds flying in the sky, the aeroplane flying in the sky, butterfly moving in the garden. So bee, honey bees, insects, most of the objects are in the motion. Now for definition of motion we need the two things. The definition of motion is mostly based upon the two things. The first is evidence and the second one is non-evidence. Sometimes we need a proof for defining any type of physical quantity, but if we consider the definition of motion we are getting confused. Sometimes the motion is visible and sometimes the motion is non-visible. For example, evidence. We can see the car moving on the road. So it is a direct evidence. We can say the car is changing its position with respect to us and therefore it is in the motion. So it is a direct evidence. Now what is non-evidence? Means the evidence is not present. We can't see with the help of our eyes, but still they are representing the motion. For example, the motion of air. Motion of air needs the evidence. And what are the evidence for motion of air? Dust moving in the ground, or the leaves, branches are shaking their leaves and the leaves are fallen down. So it is the motion evidence for the air. Simply the air we breathe. Why the air we breathe? Because it is in the motion. So if it is at rest position we can't breathe the air, and therefore it is the evidence. Now non-evidence. We all know that the earth, all the earth, stars, planets, they are all in the motion. But is there any evidence for their motion? Yes. Now see, we are living on the earth and the earth is continuously is in the motion. 24 hours it just rotate around itself. It just rotate around herself, and it within a 1 year, that is within a 365 days, it just revolve around the sun. It is only because of this rotation of the earth days and night happens, and due to this revolution around the sun the change in the seasons happen. We cannot imagine, we just have to imagine the earth is in the motion, but we cannot have a direct evidence for motion of the earth. So in this way, if in some example we can see directly the motion with our eyes, and in some example we are not having the evidence of that motion, but still they are representing the motion. For example, the motion of earth. So it is a not direct evidence for that. Okay. Now, sometimes the definition of motion is also confusing. For example, if you are moving in a bus, so you are sitting inside the bus, you can directly say that we are all moving in the position. But if we see the passenger in the bus nearby your side, you can see all the passengers are sitting on their seats, so they are in the rest position with respect to you. If you see the window, outside of the window you can see the trees. हम जब छोटे थे तो हम जब खिड़की के बाहर से देखते थे तो हमको ऐसा लगता था कि देखो कितने बिल्डिंग्स, घर्स, ट्रीज ये सारे पीछे पीछे जा रहे हैं, हमसे दूर भाग भाग के जा रहे हैं पीछे पीछे. लेकिन ऐसा होता है कि अभी हम बड़े हो गए तो हमको समझ में आ गया कि बस मूविंग कर रही है लेकिन वो सारे रेस्ट पोजिशन में है. तो हम जो बोलते हैं कि द ट्रीज आर मूविंग बैक, द बिल्डिंग्स आर मूविंग बैक, इट इज़ ऑल्सो वन कंसेप्ट ऑफ confusing the motion. Okay, but the passengers sitting in the bus, they are just feeling that they are in the moving bus because they are going in the forward direction. The passenger which is standing outside of the bus, he just feel that he is in the rest position and the bus is in the moving position. So according to the person to person, the definition of motion change. In one point of view, he can say he is in the rest position and one is in the moving, and in another point of view he can say that he is in the moving position and other is in the rest position. For example, the two trains, I think most of you have realized, suppose this is train 1 and this is your train 2, both are moving fast and they just cross one another. This train is going in this direction and this train is going in this direction. So what will happen? The passenger which are sitting in this bus, they just feel that they are rest position, they are in the rest position and they are in the moving position. And the passenger in this bus, they are the train, they just think that they are in the moving position and they are in the rest position. So in this way, the motion is a very complicated thing. So if we are not having the evidence, we can say we can also define the motion. इस तरह से थोड़ा सा मोशन कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है. मोशन जो होता है वो मोस्ट प्रोबेबली मोशन डिफाइन करने के लिए हमको एक सिर्फ रेफरेंस पॉइंट होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. सो व्हाट इज़ रेफरेंस पॉइंट, दैट वी विल डिस्कस.